Good morning, boys and girls. If you have not done this, you need to start doing this. We're going back to Play-Doh, and today's fine motor is to do a musical instrument such as the violin, the triangle, and the trumpet. Okay? What is very interesting about them is that we're going to use Play-Doh to fit it in. All right, and I'm going to incline my camera so that you can focus on what I have in front of me. I have it in color and I have it in black and white. The black and white is the one I'm going to use, and I'm going to pull out a few Play-Doh colors, so I have 3, for this lesson. So the first thing you have to do, as you know, is you roll, if you've seen the other videos, is that you roll your dough. Play-Doh is dough that needs to be rolled first. You have to roll it. In order to really make it fit, you have to use your fingers, your hands. You cannot use anything else. Dough cutters are easy, but this is about you developing your fine motor. And as you start stretching it, it starts getting better. So now we're going to take this piece of Play-Doh to put it around this body of the violin, okay? So I'm going to measure it. It's really important that you do measure because you don't want to put too much, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix a little bit of it, and then I'm going to try to swerve the body of the violin. Okay, so far I have that part. Now I'm going to focus on the top and of course what we use to make the music work. So I'm going to put over that and I'm going to start rolling the orange. And then I'm going to roll the green as well. So it's very important that when you're doing these video lessons with me, that you are doing it in a space that you fit with the Play-Doh, with your instrument that you need to cover, all of that. Remember, your fingers are the ones who are going to stretch it, and you're going to stretch it like this by making rolls of Play-Doh. Okay? Now I'm going to take a piece of that to make this. Okay? So I already took that. I make a little cover here and I can stretch it because that's what's great about Play-Doh. Now I have the piece of instrument already there. Now I need to do the top. So I'm going to take the other Play-Doh, which is green. I'm going to roll it as well. And as you know, rolling is a skill that you need to learn to put your fingers to work. Fingers don't cut and write perfectly until you have developed your fine motor, which has to do with activities like Play-Doh on your fingers. This is very important for you to learn. So I'm going to put this little piece right here, and it fits. So I'm going to take another piece, maybe make it into a ball, and then shape it up for the tip of the violin. And now I made the violin. Now I can continue with the next one. So now I'm going to have to move my picture because it's in the middle of my way. And now we're going to do the triangle. Okay, the triangle is very important. So triangles, first violin is the one that you strum or you tap. The triangle is the one that you hit. If you don't hit it, you won't listen, you won't hear it. So let's take the green and stretch it a little more because we need it for this bottom. Oops, it fell. Pick it up. That's not a problem. And you see that it almost fits, so I need to stretch the tip of it. And now let's see if it fits. You see? Now that part fits. Now I need to put the handle and what is used to hit it. Okay? So I'm going to stretch the orange a little more because we need more over here. Okay? Always practice stretching your Play-Doh, and if it breaks, that's not the end of the world. You have to learn how to solve it by putting it back together. This is Play-Doh. This is not something plastic that if it breaks, it's broken and it's never going to get fixed ever. Alright, so now we're going to use this piece for the hitting of the triangle, and I'm going to put this to be the connection of the triangle on the top, and that is my triangle. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to fit. All right, now we're going to do the trumpet, la trompeta. So let's do the trumpet. A trumpet you have to blow on it. So it's not about shaking it, but it's about blowing from it. And since this is a very long piece, I can still stretch my Play-Doh in yellow because yellow was a bigger cup than the orange and the green. The orange and the green are smaller cups. So now, look at all this that I have stretched to. And remember, I used the yellow for the violin. So now I'm going to use a piece of this to start making this part. Okay? And that's the first part of it, of the trumpet. Now, remember, we can stretch it. So I'm going to continue stretching because I still need more of this. Okay? Now I'm going to make this piece, which is right here. Okay? So we have that piece now. Now I'm going to continue over here. You kind of roll it on your hand. Now we have this. Now I'm going to the inside of this musical instrument that is kind of very interesting to see how you can make it into. So it has 3 little parts like this and 3 little places where you press right here. So I got to do 3. And so this is what's going to be this. I'm going to be making it this way. And we are making the last part. Okay, and now I'm making this one, and guess what? We made a trumpet. So this is my trumpet, this is my triangle, and this is my violin. And now you can enjoy a lot of this. Go find your Play-Doh. I have some Play-Doh for you. You can use it. Roll it, make some circles, and start using your musical instruments and practice, 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 because it makes it perfect. Remember, smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.